Invincible season 3. We are back. It's been like I don't even know how long. It's been probably like what, a year, give or take. Um, I'm just very excited. I know it doesn't sound like that because I'm just dead inside. It's like 6 a.m. Past it actually. I have to record this video again because my PC crashed, unfortunately. Yeah, things are not going well, but besides the point, we are back. Invincible season 3 is out now. The first 3 episodes, it's a 3 episode premiere. Um, we're gonna talk about spoilers, by the way. So if you haven't watched the latest season, all the episodes, the 3 episodes are out. Go watch those and then come back to this video and hear me out. Enjoy the conversation that we're gonna have. Um, I guess just to start this out, I'll say I really enjoyed it. I don't know what to say. I just feel like in every single way, these 3 episodes are just better than like all of what we got in season 2. Like I feel like these 3 episodes alone, the stories progress way more than it did in season 2, right? Because I like season 2, but the main problem with it was that it didn't feel, I guess, impactful in that way. There were some episodes where people would say, "Oh, I could just not even watch them, right? I'll just watch the most important ones because the rest of them I just don't really need to watch." Like from episode to episode, it's not it doesn't really have my attention like that. Plus, it was also because the some episodes I don't know, it just was lacking something like the oomph. You know what I mean? Just like each episode in season 1 was like boom, boom, boom. There's like some like you can't miss this. Like that's what it was. Season 2, yeah, it wasn't really like that. I mean, I still liked it, but there's still good stuff that happened, major stuff, but it just didn't have the same effect. But season 3, happy to say, just like the Tomato score we saw, the 100%. Um, that's right, honestly. Like the season going back to its roots, and at least that's why I feel like the writing is just way more compelling, like season 1. Um, and we're just getting like we're going back to the tone we're having. Like even the jokes, I feel like I know they're swearing way more. I don't know. That's what it felt like at least. But I don't know. I just feel like the jokes were hitting and stuff. I don't know. It just felt better. Everything's felt better about the show. I mean, the season, for Invincible. Um, what else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else with the show. Um, I forgot. Damn. Anyways, like just watching 3 episodes from 3 to 6, crazy. I mean, those are it's fun. Man, I'm kind of drained. I'm probably gonna forget. I'm probably gonna, forget to talk about some important stuff. So my bad in advance. But yeah, let's get into this. So episode 1, that was titled. What was it titled? Episode 1 is titled "You're Not Laughing Now," and yeah, the description was Mark Grayson is back and stronger than ever, with new enemies out for blood and old villains out for revenge. So we pretty much get it like every season, right? Usually the first episode every season, even every show, right? They're reintroducing the characters, and I love that personally, especially the recaps. I know people skip those usually, but I need those, man, because I forget pretty easily. So just watching this again, getting reintroduced to characters, it was a great way, and I just love the opening sequence where they literally open the episode, the season off with Mark just literally training. And I don't know, I just love that because we know that Mark, he needs to get stronger. He has to. Like literally everything is dependent upon Mark just getting stronger and being strong enough in order to fight the Viltrumites. Because we know the Viltrumite war is gonna happen eventually. Things are gonna go down, man. Things are gonna go down next time we see them. And yeah, he's training for that. I don't know. I just love the opening sequence. Like that literally sends a message. Like I don't know. I love that in my opinion because it was just actions, just saying so much. That's what I mean. That's what I got from it. Anyways, we see Kate. We see that she's married now to Immortal Man, and we see her actually. We see her and Immortal Man because of Kate's brother. Forgetting his name. My bad. New character. Uh, but yeah, we see him because Mark and Rex, they're going to fight these two guys, these two villains, two new villains, just goons, man, typical average villains, because they're stealing a Declaration of Independence. And yeah, while they're fighting them, uh Kate's brother just comes out and just starts going ham. They're like at Rex. because of the death of his um, sister Kate. And he's like, "This is your fault. This is your fault that she's dead, right?" Because remember from season 2, and then yeah, Rex is getting absolutely hammered. Like he's getting punished, bro. Like he can't even do anything. Like I feel bad. It's just like just more and more, more and more of him, and just more and more versions of him spawn. Obviously, because he has the same abilities as sister Kate, and can't even do anything about it. And I was excited to see his character just because Simlu. I know, I know I'm definitely getting his name wrong. Try my best. My bad for the pronunciation. But yeah, the voice actor Simlu, and honestly, I love him. So I was hyped to see this and just hear his voice. And honestly, I loved it. And then we see Mark trying to save Rex and all that. And then that's when Kate and Immortal Man come, and it leads to Mark just getting Kate's brother locked up. But I like that as well. I thought it was cool just seeing always. I feel like every season in the first like 10 minutes, we always get introduced to new villains and goon ones. So like the goon ones, and then we get like and then we got obviously Kate's brother, who's not a goon. He's gonna actually have a big role as we see later on, and we're gonna probably like as we see later on in these episodes 2 and 3, but also just throughout the season in general. I feel like, and then also what else happened? Oh, and then see Dr. Seismic. He's back. I don't know, I love him. I know he's such a dry character, like a dry villain, like such a like generic villain. Even they say on the show, but like I don't know what it is. He just I don't know. I just like whenever I see him back. Another thing I guess that was compelling about the show is like that I think season 2 didn't do that well or great of was they're like this season so far, season 3 Invincible, these first 3 episodes, you're seeing them doing callbacks from season 1, season 2, and just tying that stuff into the current events, and also using the past to tie stuff into the events now. So I don't know. I just like that. I just like that because it just brings purpose. It has more meaning. I just like that. I don't know. That's just me. Um, Also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So near the end of the episode, we see the big fight that happens with Dr. Seismic, and then we find out that oh no, he has all the heroes besides Adam Eve and Invincible just locked up with him down there. And those two, they come down, obviously trying to save everyone and stop Dr. Seismic. And then yeah, they just couldn't, they failed. They're just overpowered by the freaking giant worms. I'm just gonna call them that, the giant worms. They just can't do anything about it. And then guess what happens? Cecil, he sees they're struggling, and he's like, yeah, they're not gonna be able to beat them. He literally sends Sinclair's, I guess I forgot the name. Damn, I forgot the name. We'll say it's a bots. He literally sends Sinclair's creations, the bots, to come and help the Guardians and all the heroes out and help them escape. And that's what happens. They come in and they start demolishing. And it was honestly, it was kind of brutal. It's kind of brutal, but we see more brutal, way more brutal stuff later on in episode 3. If you know, you know. And then yeah, that's where the whole problem lies. The whole problem starts there, because Mark, if you don't know, he doesn't like Sinclair, and him seeing Cecil use Sinclair's just like getting his help, and then using his let's say inventions, creations, just doesn't sit well with him because of what happened to William and William's boyfriend. I forget his name. My bad. Apologies. So yeah, Mark, he has a connection that he just hates it. Right? He hates it. He's very vocal about it. He's pissed, rightfully so. And then later on in episode 2, we see in episode 2, it's called A Deal with the Devil. Mark takes a stand unaware of the ramifications for his family, the GTA, any of the Guardians. Cecil remembers his past, and Eve makes an important decision, right? That's the synopsis of the second episode. And we see Mark, he just goes to Cecil, he's like, bro, like, come on, man, you gotta stop this. And he's like, he's livid, right? He's like, nah, you shouldn't be using it, bro. You shouldn't be doing anything, Sinclair. And then later on in the episode, we find out why Cecil's so pro rehabilitation and reform. And that's because we get to see his backstory, which I liked. And his backstory pretty much just demonstrates why, right? Second chances. That's pretty much the best way to summarize it. Second chances. And I want to always see his backstory. I can't remember if we have before in the past. I've probably forgotten it, to be honest. If we have, but I don't know. Just he's a. I feel like Cecil's such an underrated character. He's very interesting. He's mysterious, but also like not mysterious at the same time. So it just makes it. I don't know. I'm like fascinated by his character in that way. And then we're finding out more about him now. I'm like, okay, cool, cool. It makes sense why he's the way he is. Like, cause just without knowing his backstory, you're like, damn man, this guy Cecil just bro, he just ruins everything. Like all the fun, all the epic stuff, he just ruins it for Mark and the Guardians. All the epic stuff they want to do, just shuts it down immediately. He's like, nah, you're not doing that. And the reason why he's so hard headed is because of his backstory. And we just see the way he becomes a director and why he's so pro rehabilitation and reform. And then it just sets up the debate, the discussion of um, reform and rehabilitation. Because Cecil, he's pro for it, and Mark not so much. And Mark's essentially letting his biases get the best of him, but it's understandable, right? I feel like any person that experienced or witnessed what Mark did, they'd have the same thoughts, right? They would be very emotional, let's say. Um, Cecil, he thinks of second chances for people, and he's trying to do that for Sinclair because he's more effective that way than being behind bars and not doing anything. And as we see, obviously it worked out because Invincible, the Guardians, Adam, everyone, all the heroes, they need without Sinclair's bots, they would have died, right? And then also in episode 2, when we see Mark confronting Cecil, they're in the White Room, right? And we know from past seasons the White Room it's honestly it's just really cool. But the White Room is for Cecil. That's like his safe room pretty much. Like if you're gonna try to like if you're gonna try to go at him, gonna get you in there or just go in there by himself and bait you in there. And then this is his way of pretty much putting you in his place. And Marx didn't like that. And then obviously he fights them. He fights the bots because there's a whole bunch of them, and just the way it did is cool. And then when it switches to the red from white to red, I'm like, damn, that's cool because we just see a whole bunch more. And yeah, we later on find out, and I know I'm going back and forth, but then we see that pretty much Mark's like, I'm done, bro. I'm done with you. Like I'm not supporting this. I can't support this, bro. Like you're not for us, pretty much. And Mark's like, I'm done. I'm out. You can do whatever you want, man. I'm not working for you anymore. And then we also see an episode, and he's like, yeah, I'm just stay away from my family because he knows how Cecil is. He loves getting involved, man, all the time. He loves just playing games. So he already knows what he's thinking of. He's like, nah, you can, nah, screw off, man. Anyways, and then in episode 3, we see pretty much Mark. I'm pretty sure this is episode 3, but I'm forgetting the episodes. Anyways, we see later on, whether it's in episode 2 or episode 3, Mark, he's pretty much in a fight with Cecil, like an actual like fight. And Cecil we find out that he has actually placed a device within Mark to where he can pretty much control him. And obviously that gets Mark even more triggered. Like it's like, bro, like, are you serious? Are you serious? You really see that's how you view me? Right? Because pretty much he's getting like he's getting treated like he's a criminal, like Nolan, like an absolute like just like a villain. So obviously Mark feels disrespected that way, and he doesn't want to be compared to his dad in that type of light. You know what I mean? That's just like to Omni-Man, like just getting compared like that. Just obviously it's understandable why he's mad. And then from there, he's trying to get out. He's trying to expose Cecil, and then he's like, trying to get to the Guardians at the HQ, and he gets there barely without, all these challenges, anyways. And that's where it goes down because he tells the Guardians about it, and then like, damn, man, damn. And then they, long story short, they help Mark out, and then it causes a division within, the Guardians. It's like essentially like kind of remind me of like Civil War because now the Guardians are split up, right? And I like this a lot because I don't know, I like that kind of idea where the team just gets split apart and there's like I guess I can't speak, where there's just like conflict within the team itself, and then they split into like two sides, kind of. I don't know. I've always found it interesting. I always liked when they do that. Civil War is the main example. I love that. It just comes for like interesting concepts, I feel like. And that's exactly what happened here. And now we see some of them, some of the Guardians. Um, they went back to their old routes, and then the other ones, the more older ones, they're pretty much one side represents Cecil. They're like, okay, we're pro him, we're gonna support him, and pretty much just do whatever he says, right? Kind of like he's just like, I don't know, stay in line, pretty much. That's what they're doing. Like they just, it seems like they fear him, and the other ones, oh, and also they're some of them are like just thankful in debt to him. That's why. And the other ones are like, nah, we're not gonna let him just boss us around like this. Like, look what he did. Look what he did to Mark. He's gonna do that to us. He could do that to us. Who knows? Or even worse. And they don't like being controlled like that, right? And I love that as well. But the main thing we see throughout these episodes, we see Oliver. Oliver's developing. He's getting, just because we know he grows at a super fast rate, and that's what we see. And then, um, within episode 3 specifically, like he keeps on just going against Mark and Debbie's word. He just keeps on just doing whatever he wants essentially, and then he's like, "Damn, I'm sorry," right? Like how honestly most kids are at that young age. And then finally, he goes out. He goes out with Mark, um, and they go and try to help this emergency. And then that's where it goes down, because we find out the Mauler twins are there. Okay, the Mauler twins are there, and he wasn't even supposed to be there. Oh, sorry, mixing up two events. The first one, he was supposed to be there, and then the second time, he wasn't. But he showed up to help Mark. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, bro. I'm mixing these episodes up. Anyways, the Mauler twins were there, and then Oliver and Mark are there as well to stop him. And yeah, no, Mark's like, bro, what are you doing here? Get out of here. And this is where we see the scene go down. And then Mark's like, whatever, fine. Just get out of here. And then Mark's trying to stop the rocket that has like the explosives in there. And while he's doing that, Oliver does not leave, bro. Like, are you serious? Bro, and then this is where we get the most like grueling scene ever. The most grueling scene ever, bro. Like, actually, ever stretch, because episode 1, season 1 of Invincible, that was like insane, even to this day. But we see Oliver's absolutely like, bro, he annihilated the Mauler twins. He killed them, and here we see him, not essentially, he's just showing tendencies and like the same like sentiments as Nolan. And this is proving, oh, he really is Nolan's son. If there's any doubt before, no. There's no doubt now. He is. And I don't know. That really hit me. I don't know. That resonated with me. Not the, not the actual stuff that's being said. I'm just saying like it resonated. Like, bro, okay, okay, bro, this sounds crazy. But I'm saying the writing. The writing was compelling. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a better way of saying it. But yeah, that I really like that part, because it's showing he has another side to him. Oliver's another side to him, which is the Nolan side, and it's getting unleashed. It's getting unleashed. That's what we're seeing. He just absolutely eviscerated the Mauler twins. Like the amount of blood, the way he did it, I'm just like, damn, this is hella gory. This is hella brutal. I'm like, I like this though. This is what I want to see. And just seeing a kid do that, bro. Even the Guardians that are left over that are still serving Cecil, they're just like, bro, they can believe it. Even Cecil's like, yeah, no, they're shocked. Um, yeah, that was crazy. Also we see Mark's new suit. We finally see the blue suit, the blue Invincible suit. It gets debuted here in the third episode. Obviously, we see Oliver's suit as well with the O, because he wants to be Kid Omni-Man. It's just hilarious. Honestly, it's just hilarious. I know I'm definitely forgetting some things, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy seeing this. Um, what else? Oh, and another sequence I absolutely loved was the one where Mark, I talked about this earlier, where Mark heads back to the Guardians HQ, and he's trying to get them to help save him, help him out from Cecil and getting like the device or whatever. And then just the I don't know, just the amount of like, I don't know, it was just extreme. It was kind of like, it was very unsettling, to be honest. I love the writing, just the writing and the visuals together in that sequence was insane. It was just so unsettling, and because Mark, you can see he's going through so much pain because Cecil's just like, nah, bro, like I'm not backing down, not budging. And then Mark's going through this pain this whole time while the guards are trying to help him out. trying to fight off the bots. And I don't know, just like I know I'm not even doing justice to explain. I'm explaining it so badly, but like if you like once it, like if you want okay, you know what I'm talking about the sequence. I don't know, just emotions like the amount of pain Mark is going through. I don't know. I just feel like it screams volumes. I don't know. It just hits. It just hits. I don't know. I just love the way it did that sequence. Yeah, explain like I said, explain that so bad. Anyways, and then I guess the last thing, obviously we see um Adam, Eve, and Mark, their relationship just blossom, to say the least. Um, so that's cool. You know, I'm not also I don't hate it, but I don't like love it either. I'm not like going like over the moon about it or anything. And what else do we see? We also see Debbie. She's, I guess, finally getting out of her shell again after the whole Nolan situation. So that was that was fine. Um, and then what else do we see? We also saw the one post credit scene after at the end of episode 1 with Nolan and Allen. So that was cool to see them. I love that. Yeah, overall, like I love the episodes. I don't know. It felt like it was 3 hours, but it didn't feel like 3 hours. It felt way quicker. The pacing I loved. It's just there's jam packed. Like I'm missing so much stuff, and yeah, this is like there's so much stuff I'm not even talking about. But I feel like I don't know. I just really like the dynamic of the season, especially with the dynamic of relationships like the Cecil and Mark one. Their relationship is like yeah, I don't know. It's hitting the backstory. Explain the backstory. Cecil that's doing a lot too as well, and we still have like a lot more like who knows what's gonna happen next. Oh, and also how can I forget, bro? Does I mean about me forgetting, bro? I'm about to wrap it up here because we're over 20 minutes. God damn. But yeah. Anyways, we see at the end of episode 3 that Mark he's hugging his brother Oliver and his mom because they're having a heartfelt moment there. Long story short, and then we see that camera again, that little like ball camera, and Mark sees it too, and he just literally he just goes out, he flies out to it like boom like that, and just crushes it and it also explodes too, um and yeah we find out then after that we see that someone has been spying on Mark, on everyone pretty much, on pretty much everyone that's involved in Mark's life. They're getting spied on. There's surveillance of them, and that's what we see. And then we hear the voice too, and then we see a bit of him, and he's sitting in this golden chair. This villain. I don't know. It could be. There's two possibilities. There's two possibilities. Either it's a new villain, which is I don't know. That's possible. Or it's Angstrom. He's back because I remember people saying that last season where, um, they're like he's gonna come back and I think in I don't know that probably means that in the comics he survives, right? He comes back. So and it did sound like him too as well. So I wouldn't be surprised. But they're saying that he could have potentially found like done like a surgery, just like how they saved like just like how Cecil saves other people with surgery. Could have done something like that. Who knows? But this is like I don't know. That was just a way to end it. I knew they were gonna have a huge cliffhanger at the end of that last episode for the premiere, and yeah, we got that. I'm hoping though. My hopes for the next episode is we see more Nolan and Allen because their arcs we haven't really we saw them like once I think. Like I'm pretty sure we just saw them once in that post credit scene. Besides then, we didn't really see them if I remember correctly. And I was looking at the episode 4 right now. Like I can't see the synopsis, but it's called "You Are My Hero," and I just see in the thumbnail for it. I see Allen. He's going crazy. Okay, Allen, bro, Allen's gonna clutch up, bro. I swear. Anyways, these bro, the 3 episodes they're great. They're great. They're way better than season 2 already, and season 2 was good. But yeah, season 3 is off to a great start. I hope they keep this up, and yeah, I'm excited to see all new characters introducing where story's headed. That's the most interesting thing. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think down below. I'm kind of waffling. Um, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace.